Hello everybody, Gale here on the wonderful episode of Pokemon Emerald Gym Challenge you find yourself watching today. Last time we got here to Dewford Town. Now we're gonna go see Steven. It's gonna be awesome. And then we're going to freak out because the next gym is the fighting gym. Hello, sir. You know, use Flash, but for us hikers, helping to use those that we meet is our motto. Aw, so nice. I shall try to be the hiker of gym leaders, always helping others. I'm kind of tempted to give it to one of my Pokemon. I'm one of those people, I'm one of those weird people who doesn't think of Flash as totally useless because accuracy moves are OP. Oh look, it's that thing that we're going to battle a lot. Wonder, covet, scratch it. Oh, you did pretty good. Nothing around. Yeah, I'm not gonna use Covet for this gym. I think for fairly obvious reasons. I don't want to give him a free move to beef up his Pokemon that are already going to kind of beat me into the ground. At least train. It's not the most fun part, but it is a necessary part. Loaf around, Covet. Got an escape rope, that'll be helpful. Alright. If I remember correctly, it's just kind of a semicircle. So if I follow the left-hand side, see, now, Aaron, you're cute. I'm not going to spend 800 years trying to fight you. Oh, no, that one is the bike. I'm kind of, you know, if I were to pick a type to do this challenge that I really like to really win it, I think I'd choose Steel. I think it's just, you know, I think defense matters more in this kind of challenge than attack does. Because it's either Steel or Dragon, because Dragon's notorious for having, well, in this generation, 2 weaknesses, but in other generations 3, which is a small amount of weaknesses, a lot of resistances, and then just being overall pretty strong. I mean, and all the Pokemon are pretty high tier Pokemon. Like, you never see anybody complain about having a Dragonite on their Nuzlocke team. But I don't know. Normal types are my favorite because they're versatile and they're pretty much all cute. And it's just like one of those weird solid types. Like you don't need to be like super I don't know how I'm gonna say it. It's like for other types you just have to be super cautious and aware of every attack and resistance and that sort of thing. And that's fine. It works in favor of a lot of types and a lot of time. There's, you know, it's not really ever a bad thing to do type advantage. But I think that's what I like about this challenge, is kind of just how I generally feel about normal types is, you know, they're not super effective against anything, they're just generally good at everything. They're like the Marios of every Super Mario sports game. Mario's always the mid-weight, just generally good at everything player, instead of being like the heavy set or the super speedy one, or having mad jumps like Luigi. But normal types are just generally good. And it doesn't take being against a certain Pokemon, it doesn't take having a good, you know, I mean, obviously it involves a good moveset, but it doesn't take having a specific moveset for a Pokemon to make it, I don't know, to make it feel good? I don't know, maybe I'm rambling at this point. But I just, there are a lot of normal types that I like. And they're cute. And I like using cute Pokemon that also punch things really well, like Teddiursa. Teddiursa's great. It punches things and then it also is adorable. Every Pokemon should be Teddiursa. Okay. I found an Everstone. I can stop my Pokemon from evolving if that's what I wanted. I don't. There are a lot of wild Pokemon in here. And I can't battle all of them, because it would take too long. I wonder if I have a repel. I'll check. Pokemon trainer's best friend, repel. For all those Zubats that you just want to smack with your sloth. But instead it slaps itself. Ah. It's okay, I believe in Covet. You know, I am actually really happy that Leech Life got a huge buff in the new gens. It needed that quality of life change. I like it for Zubat too. Because I really do like Zubat. I think Zubat's a really cute Pokemon. What with its like tiny teeth and its big ears and no eyes, no feet. It's just a cute Pokemon. And I like that now it has a move that isn't 100% useless until Wing Attack. Because that was awful. Especially if you're like me and you definitely do like Crobats and you want to have one. But training a Zubat is so awful. Okay, Covet, I may not believe in you anymore. I mean, I still believe in you, but this is taking it too far. So we're gonna go to our friend Endeavor, who definitely does need to train, because she's going to be carrying this entire thing on her back. Like a champ, Endeavor. Aw, Upper got me another escape rope. Oh, wonderful. Oh, found it. There we go. This is definitely one of the easier caves of the Pokemon universe to get through. It's even easier, you know, Ross, because you don't have to go through it at all. Whew, excuse me. God, that you's yawn on me, making me tired. But I will persevere, because someone special is behind this door. My name is Steven. I'm interested in rare stones, so I travel here and there. Oh, a letter for me? I accomplished the incredibly difficult task of handing over a letter. Okay, thank you. You went through all this trouble to deliver that. I need to thank you. Let me see. I'll give you this TM. It contains my favorite move, Steel Wing. Your Pokemon appear quite capable. If you keep training, you can even become the champion of the Pokemon League one day. That's what I think. Is that what you think? That's pretty good. Random stranger in a cave that totally has no point in this plot and isn't the most powerful trainer this game has to offer. I know, since we've gotten to know each other, let's register one another in our Pokénavs. I've already gotten his number. Now I've got to hurry along. Bye, Steven. Isn't he dreamy? Ah, Pokemon encounter. Oh. Sorry. Oh no, you've realized my darkest secret. The game in which I start off with a Teddy Ursa. It's not 100% the game cartridge being recorded on like a Game Boy Advance or whatever. Oh, Endeavor. Beat up all the Pokemon for me. Save me from this fate where I am punched in the face by fighting types. Like this one. If you could train specifically against a specific Pokemon. Excuse me, I am getting a tissue. That is what that sound is. But if I could train against a specific Pokemon and become really good at just knocking that Pokemon out, that would be fantastic. Just because I would really like to get really good at getting Makuhitas. And I did make a mistake last time. I said that the gym was level 18. It's not. It's level 19. So that's what we're dealing with. And I can't get over there because I don't have Surf. Alright. That's just some big service people. Oh, a silk scarf. Yes, that is what I need. Give it to me. Can I have one for every single one of my Pokemon? Or you're obviously getting this. Maybe I'll teach... Ooh. Excuse me. I wouldn't... I know that Endeavor can learn Steel Wing. But I just don't feel like there is a reason right now. Like there's no Pokemon I'm going to face in which Steel Wing is going to be better than Wing Attack or Quick Attack. Because Steel is a great defensive type, but it kind of sucks as like a offensive move type. that I'm all healed up and I'm ready to go back in that cave and kill more fighting types or Pokemon who pass as just not rock or steel. One of which we've already done the gym to, so really I'm not too worried about it anymore. Because I think I can brute strength through most Pokemon that I'm going to face that are rock. At least I don't think there's a particular trainer I'm gonna have trouble with. But when it comes to the other two, fighting and steel, there happen to be trainers with those types that I have to face. That's why I think this is still, you know, it's a good game to play around with the idea, the concept. Because if it sucks, well, we'll know by this gym. If this is just a really stupid idea. And I apologize that the rest of this video is basically going to be... Actually, you know what? We can... I'm torn. Part of me wants to go in and try some of the Pokemon trainers in the gym. Because I think that'll be a good way to determine level of skill. But then I need to... That's it. Like, once I beat them, it's just grinding until I'm level 19. I might train Endeavor to level 20. But that's about it. That's the most I can really do for them. And this ain't a great place to train for any of them. Let's see, I think in this sort of a challenge, it's kind of fun to think of what types I would and would not do this with. Because you have to really kind of like that type. Which is kind of odd to say because it's just like it's literally a mechanic in a video game. But there are some, you know, style types, like style changes between the types that are kind of interesting and unique, and I think that's what that and like which Pokemon obviously belong to the type. I think that's what attracts people to certain types more than others. Like I believe Pro Jared really likes bug types, and I don't know why, but he does, and that's pretty cool. I also enjoy a good bug type. I think my problem is that I always feel like there's not enough attacks for me in like the bug line. Like X-Scissor is the only kind of good one. Leech Life is now pretty good, but before it was just like X-Scissor. And I like having a lot of attacks. I don't like a lot of the other moves. But it's slowly starting to change now that I've done more Nuzlockes and challenges on Pokemon, and I don't just brute force my way through. So it's kind of interesting to see how once you start doing these challenges, the kind of Pokemon you like, the kind of movesets you like, how they change. Because I know before I did Nuzlocke, I didn't see any reason to have a non-attack move on your Pokemon. I was very much someone who was like, alright, have one move of, like, 2 of whatever main type you have, 1 definitely of your secondary type, if you have one, and then 1 of just whatever other type that Pokemon can learn. And that was the best way to beef out your Pokemon. And maybe sometimes I do like a status effect, but that'd be it. Like, there wouldn't be any like focus energies I don't think I would ever do, definitely not a growl or a tail whip. Those were the first to go. No sand attack, no flash, nothing like that. Definitely not things like protect. It just wasn't my style. Now, I definitely still aim more towards attack heavy, and that's probably why I still stuck at Nuzlocke. But I like my status ailments a lot more. I like attract a lot more. It's like my favorite status now, because it's just so stupid in just how it is. It's like, oh, your Pokemon falls in love, so it refuses to listen to you in battle and just doesn't do anything, and you can't really do a thing about it. I don't know if actually you can use a full heal on it. If you can use a full heal on Confusion, I don't see why you couldn't. But then it's such an easy thing to get under again, and it doesn't, unlike Confusion or Sleep, it doesn't have an end. But then again, you also have to be two different genders, which isn't guaranteed, so sometimes that move is absolutely useless. So it's a trade-off. But it's a good trade-off. But yeah, I think my strategy has definitely changed, because I don't think I ever would have used something like Screech in a rock type gym before. I think I would have just gone with Teddiursa, had Uproar, just keep physically attacking, maybe would have lowered their defense, maybe. And then I probably would have either had a really long time, or I would have spammed potions, because I also, obviously wasn't doing a challenge, so I would carry around a bunch of potions to heal so that my Pokemon can just keep punching and not have to worry about it. It's kind of why I want to do maybe a Nuzlocke with no potions or healing items during battle, just so that moves like Moonlight or Recover become that much more important and kind of part of a strategy, which I think could be really interesting. But it's kind of hard to tell now, because I think in terms of doing these kind of challenges, I'm definitely a newbie. I'm not someone I'm a veteran Pokemon player, but I'm a veteran Pokemon player who played it like a 12-year-old kid. Not with any kind of intense thought or skill. I don't EV/IV breed Pokemon. I don't pick Pokemon based off of their stats. I literally just picked whatever looked cool, and that's who I played with. And that kind of mentality I've still stuck with. It's one of the reasons why I picked normal types. It's just because a lot of normal types get looked over because they only have one form, or because they're not as stat heavy as other Pokemon. And that is indeed true. If you were to face a Spinda with probably like a Garchomp or a Crobat or maybe even like a Houndoom or something, like the Spinda's pretty, more often than not, it's probably gonna lose, just because it isn't a very high stat heavy Pokemon. It's just a really cute, interesting Pokemon. Ooh, double team. Ooh. Critical hit or attack power for I think instead of Growl, because they serve the same purpose of lowering the amount of damage you take, whereas this one is about damage you give out. And I think if I raise my evasive and my critical, then I can face a lot of Pokemon in a row and not worry. So that might be a plan. But yeah, I just think it's more fun to use Pokemon that you like and just play that way. I think once you start telling yourself you can't use a Pokemon because of its stats, then you fall into the rival mentality, like Silver or Gary Oak or Sharon. And you don't want to be the rival, you want to be the hero. Or, well, at least, you know, maybe you do. I don't know, the rivals are kind of cooler. They're just, in general, cooler people. You are kind of a loser. But yeah, I consider it Ash Ketchum mentality. Of just, I'm going to use whatever Pokemon I think is cool or cute at the time, and they might be weak against your Pokemon, but just for the fact that it's a good story and it's fun, I'm going to probably use it anyway. And, you know, that doesn't win you a lot of battles, and I think that, you know, Ash kind of proves it. It doesn't win you a lot of battles. Important ones anyway, against serious people, but I think it wins you a lot of friends. And all of my Pokemon are friends. Though I do kind of wish that I could have a Flygon. Flygon's one of my favorite Pokemon in this generation. It's just so cool. Especially in that Jirachi movie. Like, Flygon was only in there for like the final battle scenes, and still I thought it was the coolest thing. I just really enjoy my Flygons. They're just so cute, and it's green, which is my favorite color, and it's a dragon, and it's got like cool eyeglass bubble things on its eyes. Flygon is just a top tier looking Pokemon. Yeah, I wonder what I would have on my team if I was... Oh, I wonder if I'm fast enough to kill this. But I wonder what I would have on my team if I could pick. Like if I didn't have to do normal types. I know I probably have Swampert for my starter. I have a Flygon. I do enjoy Mawile, but I prefer it with a fairy typing. Just the steel typing, again, isn't really attack heavy, and I'm an attack heavy person, so it doesn't always work out well for me, but I still really like Mawile's design. So I'd say I'd probably pick Mawile. I also love Banette. Banette is like one of my favorite ghost type Pokemon. It just looks so cool and cute. And like I want to hug it, but I also am scared to hug it at the same time. Which is a good quality in your ghost type Pokemon. That's what you want. But let's see. I like Mightyena, but I never have it permanently on my team. I'm not really 100% sure why. I think it's because I had my first shiny was a Poochyena. And it just like every other Mightyena has fallen short since then. But I don't know. Maybe I'll put more thought into this. Make a theoretical team I would have if I wasn't doing a normal type gym challenge. Or maybe I should just save it for Nuzlocke. Do a Nuzlocke of this sometime in the future. And then I can have whatever Pokemon appears first, and definitely not the Pokemon I want. Alright, well, I still clearly have a lot of training to do on these Pokemon. I don't know which 3 I'm going to use for this gym. I mean, obviously I have one that I'm going to use, but I don't know who the other 2 that are going to join Endeavor are, but I will figure it out, train all of them up to level 19. And next time, we'll face the most terrifying gym, the fighting gym, with leader Brawly. So, we will see you next time on Gale's Pokemon Emerald Gym Nuzlocke. Not Nuzlocke, just challenge. Just a challenge. No Nuzlocke, no death. Bye-bye!